man that did it was having sex with a minor, and he also killed that minor. That's why he's doing life without the possibility of parole. So I really don't want to hear no gratitude and no fame and respects. This is for Megan, or free Tory Lanez.
Imagine caring about or sticking to the street code so much that you would risk your own life as far as going to prison for something that you did not do, and then getting poked up for for something completely different. You go to prison for something that you did not do. Then while in prison, you get stabbed up. That is what's happening with Tory Lanez right now. It's been a wild weeks, but we're about to get into this new news about what actually happened. Let's take a look.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do.
Nah. I'm gonna need your conscience to kick in a little bit sooner than what it did. Because hasn't Tory Lanez been in prison for about 2 years now? About 2 years? Yeah. And your conscience is just now kicking in where you don't want to see me go down the day after I get stabbed? Bruh, this is a lot. All right.
Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting.
I feel like since she lied, she needs to go to jail. She needs to go to prison. Not just jail, but prison. Meg. It's about to be a lot of backlash on Meg's behalf, because there ain't no way that you're going to not know who shot you, then fabricate a story saying that Tory told you to dance, bitch, dance. No. You fabricated. Now you have to go down. Now, Tory is stabbed up 14 times all over his body when all of this could have been prevented.
This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. More times. And that's...
I feel like law enforcement didn't do their due diligence when it came to this case right here. It seemed like it went by slow but fast at the same time. Let's go ahead and look at a couple of these comments. First comment says, "We knew this. Tory just thought he could get off without snitching, and it backfired. Meg was just a victim cause all she knew was she got shot." Nah, I feel like Meg knew who shot her. She was just covering. It was a cover-up to cover up a cover-up, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Next comment says, "When God spins the block." Next comment says, "At the end of the day, Meg was still shot and is the victim. Megan did not put the man in jail. LA County filed the charges. Lord, this is the case that will never go away. It really won't. It's going to be the talk of the town for I don't think it ever died down. He stays in the news. He's always making new music while in prison. Going against judges' orders about having contact or mentioning Megan's name. So a lot is just going on. I ran across another video of the guy who allegedly poked up Tory Lanez, and let's take a look at that real quick.
Another update, right? Because I did my background check. You can check out the full video on Renegade Media on YouTube. But this is the suspect that stabbed Tory Lanez, right? In Tehachapi State Prison. And I already explained why he stabbed Tory Lanez, for disrespecting his wife at visit, saying a couple, derogatory words on a tier about his wife. And the man took initiative to defend his wife and stab another inmate. That's why I said it's not really going to be a racial war. And if it does happen, so be it. That's in prison. But I always said it was personal. But let me tell you guys why he's in prison. He's in there for murder, right? He also has an in-house stabbing as well, and he got caught with a bunch of weapons, and he's been known to stab a couple of other inmates. He caught additional time on top of his life sentence. He was 20 years old, living in Lancaster, right? And he was on parole when he started dating a 13-year-old girl named Evelyn. And Evelyn ran away from home from Palmdale, ended up at his house. They had, obviously...
So this right here is about to cause yet another stabbing, which I'm not going to say that I agree with or disagree with. After you hear this story, you'll understand why. But I do believe that sooner or later, there will be no more of this guy right here. All right, let's go ahead.
Type of S encounters, some kind of relationships, if you know what I'm talking about. And then things escalated and blew out of proportion where they got into an argument, and he shot 13-year-old Evelyn in the face and killed her. That's why he got sentenced. And the reason why I bring that up is because even though he didn't get charged for it with an S offense because the district attorney went after a murder case, this dude got his spotlight. I'm pretty sure that's what he is enjoying right now. A lot of blogs talk about, the fact that he stabbed Tory Lanez. But let's talk about the fact that he also shot a 13-year-old little girl that he was having sex with when he was 20 years old. So before we start giving this man any credibility, like, this is for Meg Thee Stallion, this is for her, retaliation, this and that, do realize.
I didn't think not one time that this stabbing was for Meg Thee Stallion. It was too random. And it was too far out from when he's been in jail this whole time. We've seen him, what do you call it? They had a raid inside of there, where he was rapping on the phone, and next like something broke out, and he had to duck down, and then you hear the cops coming in and shooting off rounds and stuff like that. Like, there were so many chances for Tory Lanez to get got. So this right here was just totally random to where it could not have been from or stemming from Meg Thee Stallion.
The man that did it was having sex with a minor, and he also killed that minor. That's why he's doing life without the possibility of parole. So I really don't want to hear no gratitude and no fame and, respects, this is for Megan, or free Tory Lanez, none of that. Because, we're going to give up.
Well, after the video that we just watched is free Tory Lanez. Yeah, I don't think that this guy had the intentions on putting this out for anything bad to happen to said guy. He was just letting it be known, letting the truth be known that it wasn't due to the fact of, Tory Lanez supposedly shooting Meg. This stabbing happened due to the fact that Tory Lanez was, I guess, saying derogatory names towards his wife when she came to visit. and it was unfortunate, but Tory Lanez got poked up for it. And yeah, that's how it goes behind them walls.
A glorification to a man that doesn't deserve it. Even though a lot of us are bloggers and a lot of us are obviously YouTubers and content creators, we're gonna talk about the simple fact that this rapper singer got blasted in a state prison by some Mexican. All right, well let's put it all on the table. This Mexican was having sex with a 13-year-old girl, then he took her life. Now we can criticize him and crucify him in the comment section all over social media for that. The full video will be on Renegade Media on YouTube tomorrow.
All right. So first comment, it says send him to El Salvador. Yo, yeah, got it. Hey, we sending all these other people away for heinous crimes and stuff like that. Send his ass right along with him. Next comment says free Tory with the heart emoji. Next comment says shout out to the homie Renegade Media, and I'm going to drop that name into the comments, or not the comments, but the description, because I want to give credit to this content creator right here. Let me see here. Next comment, give bro the chair. The fuck we doing? For real. If he was out here 20 years old dating a 13-year-old, got mad over whatever excuse, and then shoots her in the face and kills her, yeah, got to do away with him. You feel me? And someone says cap. That's why I'm just saying it's alleged. We don't know if this is true or not, but it seems like homie has his ducks in a row when it comes to the research on this. So we're just gonna see how that rides. Next comment, Megan did this. Let me know what you think in the comments about both situations. The bodyguard overhearing what was said, that Tory did not shoot Megan, and why you think Tory got stabbed up. It's all unfortunate. I hope justice is really served this time. And yo, let's chop it up in the comments, and we'll holler at y'all later. Peace.